All right, so today I'm going to talk about some my favorite Christian options. I'm going to show you what I've used, and I guess we'll just get into it because I do a very eclectic approach, okay? So I'm going to show you what I think is the best of the Christian programs, but this is just, my personal opinion, what works for me. I have seen all of them, and I will say right off the bat that at the end too, I'll tell you one. I guess I'll tell you one. Well, throughout you'll see what else I don't like, which programs I don't like and why. And then you can take that into consideration. Now, one of my favorite programs is, what is it called? Oh my gosh, I can't. My Father's World. I think it's a great program. I do think it's a little pricey, but I just think it's a great program, and it's easily laid out, and there's not a lot of prep. So that right away would be definitely one that I would consider if I were you. Another great option. Oh, and I also have throughout here, I'm going to be showing you some super cool. Let me show you one right now. Where is the one I got? So we're studying space, and this is a very cool book, The Wonders of Creation. They are a great line of books. I pulled two out of my collection to show you. This is the archaeology, and this is the space. So I wish I could show you where I was on the space, but look at this. So what I was reading from today, the 2 kinds of planets. This is what I was reading from today. So your youngest, which would be like I was reading to my 7-year-old, you can do this. And then you got the next level up, which is the purple. And then for the most advanced, you have the black. I believe that's how it's meant to be. So you can essentially use this book. Yeah, level 1, level 2, level 3. It's not black, it's dark purple. But so you can use this book throughout. And it's a great book. What I love about it is not just that it's Christian. I love the pictures. The pictures in this book, when you get into some of them, they're just stunning. They're stunning, stunning, stunning. Now, the only thing I wish they had bookmarks. That's what I wish. I wish they had bookmarks in these books that came with it. Let me show you another example of... So look at that. Okay, so that's the astronomy one. This is the Wonders of Creation. And you can get curriculum that goes along with these. You can buy it. I forget from who. I think from the same company who does Wonders of Creation. You can do it, but I'm sure online you could find, like on Pinterest. I don't see why. So this is, again, has the same concept. Like year 1, year 2, year 3, or however you do it. You know what I mean? Elementary, middle school, high school. It just depends what level your child is at. But look at, again, some of these pictures. Look at these photos. I'm in love with photos. See, let me show you another alternative, which is also a great book, is this book, The Mysteries of the Universe. It's also a great book, and it has a bookmark. Let me show you. I bookmark a spot to show you that oh, no, I didn't. So this is Ceres. Ceres is one of the dwarf planets in our solar system. It's around the asteroid belt. So today, just as an idea, is what we did is I printed off a free I'll put it from the Homeschool Daily, had a free solar system unit. And so I took the solar system unit and we did the solar system. And then we talked about how before you get to the solar system, we're in the Milky Way. And we're in, I believe, the right arm of the Milky Way. And then we did the solar system. We put the solar system together. My son did. And then I just did it with my middle one. And then underneath that, we pulled out the continents, because yesterday we were working on the continents. And we pulled out, hey, all the continents. Okay, well, first then we're like, okay, where are we in the solar system? Okay, where are we in the continents? Okay, and then we pulled out, okay, we're in North America. I pulled out a North American map. Okay, where are we here? Okay, in which country are we here? All right, in which area in that country? You know what I mean? And you just keep going down and stuff. And just from free stuff that I pulled out. And so it was very cool. It was very fun. But so this is also a great book. Very pretty. A lot of Christians use it. The only thing is, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful book. But I like real pictures. It's personal preference. There's a lot of things like Welcome to the Museum. Because they don't have real pictures, it's not my favorite when it comes. I just think that real pictures are so like this. So you got some in here. You do have some. I'm not sure. I can't tell if they're real pictures or not. But anyway, it's a beautiful book. So this is Triton, Neptune's largest moon. Okay, so very cool. Yeah, and it has a bookmark, which is a huge plus. So this is the universe of the planet. Okay, so now again, I do a very eclectic thing. So I bought a lot of the Christian programs. I'm going to continue on showing you the best. So another one that is really good. Little Hearts for His Glory. It is a very good program. Look how easily laid out it is. If it's a star, that's mandatory. If it's a check mark, you don't have to do that. But the stars are mandatory. So it starts off, you can start doing it, the little one, Little Hearts is ages 5 to 7. And then they have one up, which is 6 to 8. Now, anything that is a star here, because they do include math, they do include language arts in this program. Anything that's a star, they provide for you. Now, I could have sworn that when you get to this level that you can use your own, thing. But what it's interesting is, like, look at the beginning, use your own phonics program. So look at this. It's very clear as to what you're studying. The people sin, Abraham and his descendants, unit 4, unit 5, you're saying each one of these is 5 days. So you're doing work every day. So it's a little intensive. If you ask me, when kids are like 5 years old, I don't know, but I have boys, so maybe girls, I don't know, maybe it depends on the child. I guess because I don't have girls, I picture them like sitting down and being like, oh, I would love to work today. And you're like, here you go. You know what I mean? Like, of what you don't have always looks great, right? Also, the girls, they're always dressed in really nice outfits. That's in my head, right? So obviously that's not true. People are people, and it depends on the person. But anyway, so this is an option, and this is it, though. You're not getting anything else other than this is what needs to be done. But I do think, so day 3, this is all day 3. I do think it's just a little intensive, but it's not bad, right? Like, just because sometimes your kids may not want to do it. So anything with the star is provided from the program. It's not provided from the program. You can purchase it from the program. Okay, so it does have a very strong Christian element to it. Another thing that I think is good, I like some of these programs. This is the Good and the Beautiful, and some of them, they're just not always my favorite, but the kindergarten prep I think is very good. It's $20. As far as I could tell, it wasn't free. A lot of their language arts is free, but this is the kindergarten prep, just to get you ready. It's mastering recognition, upper and lowercase letters, mastering letter sounds, 2 and 3 words. Okay, so this might be an option for you and your child. So let me give you, and what I love is what the Good and the Beautiful is really good for, besides being good and besides being beautiful, so they are very aptly named, is that they're very short lessons. They're very short lessons. This is lessons 2. So this is just their language arts, getting you ready for the first of their language arts. So anything that rhymes with far, jar, car, elephant, I don't even know what that is. Good. Connect lowercase and uppercase. So I do think, I think that's good. I think that's good. Now, some programs, the issue I have with these programs is it's not really an issue. It's just in our particular house. Let me show you through, is that what if someone is faster in math, but not as fast in the language arts? That's where the issue kind of comes in that I have with a lot of all-in-one programs, is I think, but then you might, if it's just a little behind or a little above, then maybe you don't need to do anything, or maybe you just do a little bit extra there. Now, let me show you some other programs and some other books and what they do for, before I get back to, I got some of Becca to show you. Because Becca is, so it's my favorite but not my favorite program. It's my favorite but not my favorite program. Let me understand why. Because, so it'd be about $1,000 a student for one. I mean, not really, because it's just $500 for, say, kindergarten. You get $500 for the materials, and then $500 for the teacher packet. About. But then you don't need to buy another teacher packet, right, for the other kid. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but some of the stuff I have, this is why I do an eclectic approach for a lot of reasons, is you can benefit from the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful works of Rebecca without getting the entire program. And that's what I've done. And I feel that I've done that very well. I pat myself on the back for doing an eclectic approach. Now, I also did buy the HBL from Sunlight as well. So that was my least favorite, most uninspiring program, was the HBL, only because it comes with this book, which you can get on Amazon, and it comes with a computer, not even a CD to listen to. These are just not, I just don't think they're great for young kids. I think you could do a lot better with kindergartners and grade 1s. I think you could do a lot better even doing, the early reader's Bible, which again, I wish I had a bookmark. But this, so it tells a story, right? And then it's got something to do, something to ask and something to do. So look in your house, ask your mother to help you. How many kinds of food can you find? How many kinds did God's people have? Will you thank God for your good food? So I like it, the 10 Commandments. So it's explaining this stuff at a child's level. Another alternative, and this is kind of one step up from this, if you will, like this, I think, look it on the side here. Oh, this doesn't have it, but so this is Primary Reader's Bible. Also good, but still I would say maybe grade 1, grade 2, grade 3 kind of thing. It depends if they're reading it on their own. I mean, if you're reading it to them, right? Because there's not a lot of photos, but again, this is a Becca. And I think they did another good job. I think that they do a really good job. Let me show you 2 other devotions here. Let me give you a sample of this devotion. So this is, I want to say for older kids. This, I would say, for a little older. And it says, Martha, Martha, you are getting worried and upset about too many things. Only one thing is important. Mary has chosen the right thing, and it will never be taken away from her. And so then it's talking about how busy you are, but how you need to spend some time with me, as in capital M-E, as in God. And then it's got read on your own, a psalm to find and read on your own. So it is older children. I think that's great. It's Jesus Calling, 365 devotions. This is also good. Look at this, 100 devotions about God and science, which a lot of people have heard of. This is nothing new. So I wouldn't call it the same as a Bible program, but it definitely reinforces. So universal, okay? I'm putting a rainbow in the clouds. It is the sign of an agreement between me and the earth. And then it goes on and tells, interestingly, about Titan. I think I just showed you about Titan. Titan's rainbows, and the light bounces in and out of the droplets of methane. Deadly to humans, but beautiful. Do you remember the story of the first rainbow? Okay, and then it's got like a saying. So it's just, yeah. Have you ever seen full circle rainbows? Probably not, unless you're an astronaut. So it's very science focused again. Very good. Very good. So another winner. Okay, so let's get back. To one of my favorite programs is Becca. Now, again, I said it's $1,500 because, so $500 for student materials, $500 for teacher materials. But then there's also another $500 if you wanted. Now this is an about, okay, because it might be $385 if you catch it on sale. It might be $425 for them to teach it with the videos. I don't know how modern they are. I do know that I have gone on Mia Academy and I've seen their videos. Mia Academy is really, and their videos are very engaging, but they're new. I don't think Becca's updates their videos much, but I don't know. I don't think so. But I don't know. So I don't know if they're as engaging, for example, in Mia Academy. The reason I bring up Mia Academy is because Mia Academy is $36 a month, I believe, per child. Unless you have 4 children or more, you can get $1,000 for life. They also have a high school they just introduced. I did the free trial of them, and what is fascinating is that you can add in what electives you want them to take and what levels you want them to take. So it's not like you have to be like, oh, they're grade 1, they're only allowed to take kindergarten or grade 2. You can, if your child excels in math, they can take all the way up to, grade, like it doesn't matter. You decide, but they also have Bible lessons. They also have different religions, a few different ones that you can add into their classes. But I don't think the Bible lessons start until 3 to 5 elective. But anyway, their videos are so engaging. They're so interesting that they did, and they're not over flashy. They're not over dramatic. So I really like that. But let me show you my love of a Becca. So this is God's World. I honestly think that this is the kindergarten, but I honestly think this is where they shine. So I bought all of these materials, but I thought I could get away buying the kindergarten without paying the extra $500 for the teacher materials. No, not really. Not really. So for example, like this is their letter sounds, and it's like fill in the O besides the letter that completes each word. So, I mean, you can do some of this. Absolutely. Absolutely. Very nice workbook. Still, pricey, but still very nice. Very, very nice. Definitely a good program. Definitely a good program. So they also have, if you get their readers, I'm going to talk about the readers in a second, but a learn to read reader that they have that's very basic, very simple. So I like that as well. I believe I have it. So this is God's World. This is what starts in kindergarten. I don't think you need it, but it is very, it's so simple. So these are made for Christian schools. So there's not a lot of assignments. There's not a lot of, Christian private schools. So very simple. Do you see spring, summer, so a little bit of that, but not too much. What I think, again, another verse, but not too much, but where I think they shine is this one, Discovering God's World. I think they should win an award for this. See, it's always labeled 1. So it's labeled very clearly so you know what grade it's intended for, but you can use it in kindergarten. You can use it up to grade 2. It's not that. And what I love is God made it work this way. Okay, so that's what I love is here are another one of God's wonderful gifts to me, ears, or another one of God's wonderful gifts. This is a light introduction to God because I didn't necessarily want a ton of Bible, a little bit, but I didn't want too much at this age. I wanted more, God is here for me, God is this, God gave me skin that has wonderful jobs. So this, I think they really shine. You don't need a teacher's manual for it. I think it's $20. And it covers, I want to say the body, weather, and animals. Let's see. Discovering myself. It's how to take care of yourself too. So your ears, how do you take care of your ears? How do you take care of your eyes? How do you take care of your hair? So, but it also is insects, plants, seasons, animals too. So above this, I wasn't super impressed with the next level up. It's health and science mixed together from what I could tell. I wasn't really impressed with it, but this is what really, really, really impresses me about Abeka is all these books. This is level 4. I have up to, I want to say up to level 4. I bought all these books, like tons of books. You get tons for each level. So 2H. Okay, so they're all labeled like 2A, 2B, 2C. This is Growing Up Where Jesus Lived. They're all different types of books about, you know, in level 1, you're talking, I want to say, no, maybe it's grade 2. You're talking about American history. So they got some pioneer books. Just fascinating because they're first person stories. So this is what we're reading right now. And this is, see, here's all the books. All right. So look at them, take a look at it. And yes, they each come with a teacher's manual. Do you need it? No, you don't. You do not need it if you do not have the money because it's an extra $20, I think, for each teacher's manual. Whereas, so think about it. It's got comprehension questions. And then usually it's got words to watch for in here. And then, so this would be 2H. So again, by 2H, you're supposed to be reading these by yourself. But we're not. We're using them kind of as read alouds. That's how we do it. Just because language arts wise, we're not gifted in that area. Okay, so words to watch for. And then it usually has follow-up questions. So this was just a very interesting book. Growing Up Where Jesus Lived. But they're not all Jesus, 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 Jesus. They're like, okay, so here, Adventures in Other Lands. So, for example, these books, because now you're getting up higher. This is level 4. So you're getting up higher. And so, but the point is that they're all interesting, but they teach you very specific skills. And in there, they do talk about God and mention, oh, God was here for me. And I am concerned, but, you know, I understand God's with me and things like that. So they're all different, but they're all labeled and they're all meant to impart on you different skills. Anyway, they're just, I love them. I adore them. And I bought teacher's manuals for some of them. You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need it. Okay, so there's some of my favorite things. Like, yeah, I mean, it's very eclectic what I'm doing. I get that. I get it's very eclectic, but these are some of my favorite books in front of my favorite Christian curriculum. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and leave me any questions you have. Bye-bye. Can you say, please like and subscribe?
Please like to like.
And hit the bell for notifications.
Hit the bell for notifications.